1 hour ago, right, after pupils at the London Academy were banned from having afro haircuts, they staged a mass walkout in protest. This is an hour ago. Banned from having afro haircuts in London, 2021. Like today, we've just gone back to school from the lockdown. Pimlico Academy apparently has put a ban on afro haircuts. Like before I even click on this, I can tell you if there are black kids in this school and that's gone down, there's a litany of things that were just not addressed by any of the parents. I guarantee you there'll be 1 or 2 black teachers in there as well who've allowed this to fly. That's the only way this goes down. I'd be very surprised if they were Caribbean, but I wouldn't put it past. It does seem like a bit of a shocking kind of article straight off the bat. Pupils staged protest over racist uniform policy, and they all marched out, as they should. I was a teacher for 20 years and I had an afro. What are you talking about? But Pimlico Academy pupils staged protest over racist uniform policy. Videos on social media show scores of pupils chanting "We want change" after walking out of Pimlico Academy early on Wednesday. It follows student claims Pimlico Academy discriminates against Muslim and black pupils. The Westminster-based school said there was regret in the ways matters came to a head publicly, which means they don't regret shit. They just regret the manner in which they've been exposed. That's what that means when a school says that. A statement purportedly on behalf of students rallied against racism, Islamophobia and transphobia and said pupils were angry at the lack of recognition of the Black Lives Matter movement because a lot of schools have been ignoring it. Of course they have. Tensions between Pimlico Academy senior leadership and its parents and pupils began in August 2020 when a new uniform policy was imposed. Among the new rules affecting all pupils were a ban on afro haircuts, which could block the views of other pupils in class. Woo! Mwah, 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 mwah. It's been fermented and it's been marinated, smoked, various herbs and spices infused, and left to sit, at room temperature. Wow, there's some Afghani shit right here. The new policy also required Year 12 and Year 13 students to sport formal business suits, where previously they were allowed to wear chinos and collared casual shirts. The local Democracy Reporting Service reported parents complained this placed a financial burden on them, while many people had been put on furlough or had been made redundant. Yeah, that's an extra expense, isn't it? Isolated event. The Guardian newspaper reported up to 30 members of staff are considering whether to leave the school. Yeah, that happens. Future Academies, which run the school in Pimlico, Westminster, did not comment on the reported mass exodus of staff, but said the majority of students were in classrooms studying throughout the protest. It added, "We want to take this opportunity to reassure parents that this is an isolated incident and we are working to resolve the issues raised. We apologize to all children, families and staff for the disruption." Now, right, immediately, over 30 members of staff wanted to leave. Most teachers in a school at the moment, the way they're trying to run it financially, will be 20-somethings. There'll be 20-somethings, there'll be 30-somethings, right? And they'll have a decent moral structure. When you got 30 leaving, 30 are saying this is some racist bullshit, and it's coming from one overly privileged, power-hungry idiot. Of course, it's probably the headmaster. Of course, it's the headmaster, or headmaster, headmistress. I don't know if it's a new one. But when you got 30 members of staff considering leaving, it's not just racism. It's not just racism. When 30, because I've been there, right? When 30 members of staff want to leave, it's not just racism. Racism will be a very determining factor, but it won't just be racism. It will be something else equally as disgusting when 30 want to leave. Serious failures. On Tuesday, the National Education Union, NEU, passed a motion of no confidence in the head teacher Daniel Smith and moved towards balloting for industrial action. Oh, Daniel, okay, that was okay. I thought that was the one that I worked for previously, is Regional Secretary Pauline Buchanan said the decision was not taken lightly. This vote is in response to serious failures of management, which members believe are bringing the school into disrepute, she says, as well as NEU members' trade disputes over the industrial issues. Members have strongly expressed their solidarity with students' concerns and their desire for an anti-racist school, which basically means the school's racist. Here's another one, Pimlico. Right? I mean, there's going to be a few. You know there's going to be a few. This is the first one. 30 members of staff going, that's not just racism, right? And there's something that comes along with that level of racism. Banning afros. Like, someone fell out of the racist tree and was imbued with power. Banning afros? Wow. Okay, so yes, it is horrendously bad in the schools, but I've been saying that, and here you have Pimlico trying to ban afros, 30 members of staff walking out, and everything the school said in its press release is a lie. It's an obvious lie. I know the language. Okay, we want to take this opportunity to reassure parents this is an isolated incident causes 30 members of staff to want to leave and the kids to come out on strike over an isolated. No, it's drip ongoing, and they're trying to paper over the cracks of probably flagrant, blatant racism and perversions going on within their teaching staff. Wow, wouldn't want to be working in Pimlico Academy. Pimlico Academy students have also taken issue with its curriculum allegedly having a lack of recognition for Black History Month, like in the place that I worked at when it was Black History Month. And when every other school was doing something and I was helping lecturers go into other schools to do history of Egypt and so forth, all this stuff, our school did World Culture Day. Flags all around, we didn't have kids from Korea. We didn't have kids from Finland. World, celebrating the world, because this is what they do. So, yeah, the kids are right and the teachers are right, and the SLT and the headmaster, probably a bunch of racist pedophiles. But that's what you've got in Central London right now.
I am the king and will not be. I am the king and will not.